Okay. All right, guys. Just to let you know, the recording has started. So this session is now recorded. So guys, as per the topic of discussion today, we're going to be discussing a business requirement document, which is the first document that as a business analyst you should know, which is the initial kickoff document via which you would be doing, later on SDLC steps like project planning, product backlog, sprint planning, take a estimation, wherein you can design a project management tracker via which you would be able to do, time estimation, resource allocation, task delegation, and ticket prioritization. Okay. So business requirement document is usually created for the complete product or services that we are giving it to the client, that client is rendering for us. Okay. So business requirement document wherein we need to understand what is the a business need of the client or of the customer, and accordingly what client is expecting and how our business solution as per business need, as per business requirement, how we can bring, I would say, efficiency and effectiveness to the client so that client would be looking in, or client would be expecting, or client would get the expectations content and satisfied and clarified in such a way that it would bring more improvement and enhancement onto their current business practice. Okay. So before I get into that, guys, any, I would say, what is your insight? What is your perspective in terms of business requirement document? What do you understand with business requirement document? Yes, guys. I want to understand your perspective. So, yes. Yes, guys. Let me know. I'm waiting.
Hello, Rohit
Anyone?
bhai, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes, Rajiv.
Okay, so BRD is basically business requirement document, and basically define the high level business goal or objective that the client wants, and basically it answer the what statement, like what does the business want to achieve.
Okay.
Yes.
What else? Anybody else who would like to give us their insight?
So BRDs stand for Business Requirement Document, and it is a document that is the complete summary about all the discussion with the stakeholder in the initial meetings. So whatever the stakeholder inform us, we mention those details into the BRD about the business
Okay.
needs, goals, and exact objectives.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Rajiv and Ankush and all, what you've mentioned, that is correct. ठीक है. देखो, business requirement document is a document जहाँ पे you have documented what is the challenge that client specifically is facing in a product or service that he or she currently is using or currently looking, and how you as a software development company, how you can provide that, you know uh, business solution, okay, a resolution, a benefit via which the client would understand, okay, this is the product or service that I would get in such a way that it will bring continuous growth to my current business practice. Okay, let's say client is using e-commerce and they use cash mode of payment, but we have a software via which the client would be able to, you know uh, get the online payments via secured and safe mode of payment or payments. Okay, via net banking, via online payment like Google Pay, Paytm. So this is what we bring extra with all the services that client is already getting with enhanced features. ठीक है. So for this, we would create the complete business requirement document for e-commerce with the business solution that we are going to give to the client. Okay. So this is what a business requirement document is all about. Guys, you need to ensure that whenever you are creating a document, you should be able to answer what is that document, when do we create that document, who creates the document, for whom the document is created, and how the document is created. So this is the answer to what is business requirement document. When it is created before SDLC, at the pre-sales and before the project planning, after in post-sales. Okay, who creates it? It is being created by a business analyst, a product team member, a product manager, a product owner. Okay, and for whom it is created? It is primarily created for the client, the external stakeholders. And of course, it is circulated to internal stakeholders so that they also have the understanding that this is what we are going to provide to the client. And this is what client is expecting as a business solution to the business need that they are facing at this point of time. Okay, so these are the answer to these questions. Now the important part comes, how do we create a document? So how do we create a business report? So I'm going to be sharing this screen now. Guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this is one of the business requirement document that I have created. I mean, as a template. Guys, there are, depending on the company to company, depending on their documentation culture to documentation culture, it could be any sort of template. Okay. When you will get the placement done, when you will start working, maybe the company will have a different business requirement template and you have a different understanding. So best practice is that ki once you join the organization, okay, so you get their samples, their artifacts, their documents, their documentation samples, or style what they are using, so that you can accommodate accordingly in such a way that you would be able to understand. But yes, you should have a basic understanding that what sort of template, what sort of contents that needs to be a part of business requirement document. Okay. So normally, business requirement content or syntax or index would be, a title, version control, approvals. Okay. Introduction may business objective, business purpose, business drivers. ठीक है, then business process as per business drivers, functional requirements, non-functional requirements, and technical requirements, including all those system perspective, which is assumptions and constraints, and as is and to be, with all the flow and data flow diagrams, and then of course the index or abbreviations. Okay, but yes, in a thorough format, this is how a business requirement document template looks like. This is the title. Okay. Then comes document revision. Guys, document revision is version control. It doesn't work like that. Key. I have created a document, so it will not be viewed, reviewed, edited, updated, and then approved. So every time it is viewed, reviewed, edited, and updated, it will be version control. Supposedly, I have created the version 22nd of August 2023 WhatsApp. WhatsApp पे मैंने एक ये document बनाया था. So WhatsApp version 101 and initial draft business requirement document. Today is what? 11th November 2025. इसका I have created a new version, which is 1.2. So what is that change? Change or enhancement WhatsApp send message edit feature. जैसे कि अभी ये recent feature आया है, that means कि whatever the messages that I have sent, I can edit it on that same message. ठीक है? So this is a new change. So it would be a version control. ठीक है? That I have put a change that is on the delivery. That is what we have delivered to the client, and it will give new enhancement to the to the delivery that we have given as a WhatsApp product, and it will bring more business efficiency and effectiveness. So it's a version control. It has been incorporated. It has been approved. Okay. So guys, did you understand what is version control? Anyone who did not? Yes, guys.
Understood.
Yes, Rajiv.
नहीं, I said understood. समझ आया.
ठीक ठीक. Now the question comes कि रोहित भाई क्या do we need to include each and every change that we are bringing onto this business requirement document, or we are bringing any change or impact or enhancement onto our product or service? ठीक है. So guys देखो, it totally depends. ठीक है, अब ऐसा नहीं है कि let's say कि WhatsApp पे there is a new font. Supposedly let's say this is my WhatsApp. ठीक है. So let's say 3.0. So there is a new font available, or there is a new emoji available like this. Okay, so let's say there is a new emoji available, and let's say uh, some other emoji. I don't recall the name. Some sort of smiley. Okay, so do I have to make a note of it in business requirement document? No, guys, it doesn't work like that. I mean, including it in the version control, it means that you are making sure that it has an impact. It brings enhancement. The change which impacts, which bring more efficiency, more effectiveness. Okay, so that needs to be included in the version control. Minor changes, petty changes, or small changes, you don't need to put it in the version control. ठीक है. I mean, अगर मैं यहाँ पे let's say this is the font. ठीक है, these are different fonts. If I include one more font over here, do I have to include it in version control in business requirement document? No, it doesn't work like that. If it includes some sort of a new kind of a category, new kind of genre, new kind of UI UX, via which I would be able to select all these fonts, then you have to include that in the version control. Getting the point? Okay, so this is known as version control. Then comes approvals. Yes, guys, like I said, every document needs to be viewed, reviewed, edited, updated, and then it gets approved or incorporated. Okay, so there could be project sponsor, business owner, project manager, system architect, dev lead, UI UX lead, quality lead, content lead, okay, you as a business analyst. So all these names, title, signature means they are sign off. So this is known as approvals. Then comes the introduction. Under introduction, we have project summary, and under project summary, we have objective, we have background, and we have business driver. Objective means what is that specific area, what is that specific client's requirement or expectations which we are fulfilling in such a way that we are solving the business requirement and business need from our business solution, via which the client's current productivity would be enhanced, would be increased, would be more efficient and effective. Okay, what is that? It describes the overall goal in developing the product, high level description of what product will do, how they are aligned to business objective and requirements, interaction with other system. Okay, what we are bringing on to the table, which is useful for the client. Okay. Then comes background. Background means the history wherein uh, what exactly the client was facing the issue. What was the business problem? What was the issue for which the client came into us? Okay. It provides a brief history of how the project came to be processed and initiated, including the business issue or problem identified, expected benefit of implementation, and developing the product. Okay. Then comes business driver. Business drivers means live users, end users, actors, or the people who would actually use your product in the live environment. Take a list of business drivers that make the development of this product important. That can be financial, operational, market, environmental. Okay. Then comes project scope. Project scope means, guys, इसको ध्यान से समझना. Project scope means currently in scope and out scope, which is known as functional requirement as is functional requirements and to be functional requirements, which is proactive and reactive. Project scope means whatever the features that we are 100% for sure we are going to give to the client, and proactively we are informing that we are also working on these features or on these product or services that we are going to deliver, but we are not in the development stage. But yes, we are thinking about it and we are going to deliver it to you before the end of the contract. Okay. So in scope means 100% for sure that we are going to give to the client, and out scope means to be product or service or to be feature and functionality that we are going to develop for the client. Okay, as and when required. Then comes system perspective. System perspective means how the system will behave in the live environment. Okay, what would be the UI UX? What would be the dependencies? What would be the things that is beyond control that you cannot control? Okay, what is that rule, that protocol your system will follow or adhere in order to make sure that the system is working as per the feature and its functionality in the acceptance and successful behavior or criteria in the live environment. Okay, it provides like a complete description of the factors that could prevent successful implementation or accelerate the project, particularly factors related to legal regulatory compliance, okay, existing technical and operational limitations, budget or resource constraints. Okay, that is assumptions and constraints. Assumptions means the rule that your system will face or will adhere, or the protocol that it will follow. Let's say e-commerce. E-commerce may you have set up a rule that only only Noida citizen or only Noida people will be able to access and get the delivery. So your e-commerce portal is following a protocol that as per the registration, and in the registration you have entered your address plus you have entered your Aadhaar card number. So from this resource, your admin of e-commerce will get the information that Rohit Singh Rana is a Noida citizen, and he's ordering some sports shoes. Okay, so I would be able to get that delivery. Okay, or let's say you have put a assumption, you have put a protocol or a rule that only Noida address will be entertained for online delivery. So this is known as assumption. Some sort of rule and protocol the system will follow. Okay, it will have a operational limitation or obligation or rule, some sort of technical obligation, limitation, or some sort of rule that the system will follow. Otherwise, it will not give the successful behavior or acceptance criteria, which means you would not be able to make the payment or do the online payment. I'm sorry, do the online, use the system. Okay, that is known as assumption. Then comes constraints. Constraints means there are things which you cannot control, which is prone to change. ठीक है, जैसे कि time and budget. You said that today is 1st of January 2025, and you committed to the client that Mr. Client or Ms. Client, by 31st of December 2025, we will deliver this product. And budget is $1 million. Okay. So, but yes, you are following Agile, and this is a fast moving technical stack development. Okay, so whatever the technology that was available in, or whatever the features and expectations that client is expecting on 1st of January 2025, there might be a change in 1st of July 2025. Client says, I want more features, I want AI based feature, I want chatbots as feedback and reviews feature and functionality available. So there's a change. Okay. So if it is changing, so it has an impact. It requires resources. It requires more technical stacks. It requires more time. So maybe not 12 months, it will take now 15 months, and not a $1 million project. It will be now $1.2 million project. So we are already informing to the client that as per the changes, as per the enhancement, as per the deliveries, and as per the requirements and expectations, the time, contractual time, and contractual budget is prone to change. So we are already informing you as a constraint. So these are the things that we cannot control, or these are beyond control. We cannot maintain it. Okay. Then comes, of course, risk and issues that you have to mention. And then comes business process as per the business driver. And then, of course, the functional requirement, non-functional requirements, including the business requirements and technical requirements. So if you include all these things, that will cover up your business requirement document. Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now, guys, please let me know. Yes, guys. I'll give you an example whilst explaining the BRD. But as of now, the question
हाँ जी रोहित भाई, वो इन हाउस और आउट हाउस वाला मुझे थोड़ा समझ नहीं आया था.
in scope and out scope.
हाँ सॉरी, इन
ठीक है. जैसे Rajiv, you are able to see my screen, right?
यस यस.
Okay. If you are my client, okay, and you say I'm looking for a online professional platform via which my project team members would be able to connect and online meet, okay, in an online platform, so that we all can discuss about the project. So I say I have MS Teams, okay. So you say what are all the features that you have at this point of time? I will say when you join the meeting, you will have chat feature, people, raise, react, view, controls, rooms, apps, more, camera, mic, stop sharing, leave, with all these drop down options. Okay. Which means I am saying it to you that these are all the features that we are 100% for sure we are going to give it to you. So this is known as in scope features. Yani we are sure that itna, or at least this is the cream or vanilla or minimum viable product MVP that we are going to give to you. So this is known as in scope features. ये समझ में आया राजीव? Did you get this point?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now you as a client, you say, okay, it's good to go. I am okay with that, but I am also looking for um, transcription. Okay, or let's say recording and transcription feature. Hypothetically, you said ki we don't have a recording and transcription feature, but client said ki every time I am going to meet, I speak very fast. So my subordinates, my managers, or my team members, they are not able to understand me in one go. So I want to ensure, and I am expecting that there should be a record and transcription option available in every meet option. Okay. So this is known as outscope. That client is expecting in the requirement gathering meeting that this is what I'm looking. This is my business problem or business case. Or I, as a business analyst, I, as a product owner, I, as a project manager, I say, "Ki Mr. Client or Miss Client or Rajiv, uh, we are also thinking about record and transcription options so that every time you meet, automatically or manually, you have to start the record button and transcription button. So once the meeting is over, you will get a recording so that you might require to forward it to the employees who were absent or who wants to listen it once again for clear-cut understanding. So this is known as outscope feature. Got this point,
Okay.
Rajiv?
And
Which
got it.
proactively or reactively you are informing the client that contract is 1 year or contract is 2 year or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. By that time period, by that contract is over, we will deliver this record and transcription feature till we have the
Okay.
contract.
Okay.
Okay, so this is known as outscope features, and outscope features are ongoing, keep on enhancing. Okay, Rajiv and all, did you get this point? Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now? Yes, no, maybe, anything?
All clear, Rohit.
Okay. अब I created a WhatsApp. ठीक है. So let's say the title is WhatsApp business requirement document. This is the version control, two version controls. These are the name of the approvals, and then we start. So introduction under project summary, objective. WhatsApp, what is the main objective? ठीक है, to connect with all the social contacts that we have given the access or that we have allowed to have the connectivity issue or access. ठीक है. Then comes general. Client was facing the issue that connected people were not able to send the attachment. Attachment was the main issue. The client was expecting to get the resolution done. ठीक है. So general, the connected people were not able to create or add any group, but now with WhatsApp, they can create group and add people on it. ठीक है. तो background could be specific. This is the specific problem the client is facing and generic problem that everyone is facing. ठीक है. And we are able to resolve this. That is why the client is with us. ठीक है. Business driver, who all are business drivers? Customers, admin, WhatsApp employee, and retailers. ठीक है. Let's say retailers are those people who bring the advertisement, who sell their products via WhatsApp mode. Then comes the project scope. In scope may I have mentioned search, message, attachment, emoticons, video calling, voice calling, and etc. Out scope may proactively we have mentioned that your team is working on it, which is video call recording. ठीक है. And reactively, your client has given you a new requirement enhancement, which is video call recording. ठीक है. So either we have informed the client or client is expecting. So that is the outscope functionality that we will work on it. ठीक है. Assumptions and constraints. So assumptions may it's just that ki wherein the WhatsApp assumption, let me put it here. Only registered user will use the WhatsApp feature without the permission. The registered user will not be able to promote their product via WhatsApp, and if done, then WhatsApp will ban the user. Anyone else who would like to give us any assumptions or rules or protocols that the WhatsApp will follow or is following? Yes, guys. Anything from your side? Yes, guys, I'm asking you any protocol or rule that currently WhatsApp is using. We all are using WhatsApp. Can you tell me?
End-to-end encryption.
Sorry?
End-to-end encryption.
Uh, uh, Encryption as in the privacy.
All the chats and everything that we done on WhatsApp are end-to-end encrypted. Like not no third party can view it without the permission of WhatsApp.
ठीक है. End-to-end encryption. Any other point?
WhatsApp Web Connect.
I'm sorry?
WhatsApp Web Connect.
Any WhatsApp Web Connect. So it's a feature now that you can use it in web as well.
Okay, you are asking about compliances that we have to put.
Hmm, compliances or some sort of rule that WhatsApp is following. Let me explain you in such a way. Tarun, are you working?
Yes.
So I'm sure that there is a software in your company wherein you are submitting your login hours, attendance, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible that I, as a unknown user, I would be able to use that software and I would be able to submit my timesheet or attendance? Is that possible?
No.
How and why?
Because that specific I can only submit my timesheet through my biometric.
Yeah, because you have a authorized username and password, or let's say biometrics, or let's say specific accessibility, right? That means that software is following a protocol, is following an assumption, is following a dependency, is following a rule via which only registered and authorized user would be able to log in. So in the same way, WhatsApp is also created for registered user and WhatsApp is also following some sort of rule. ठीक है. अब आप जो बोल रहे हो, what you are saying, you're saying that you can use your software in mobile as well as in laptop. So that is a facility, that is a feature, that is not a rule. Getting my point, Tarun bhai?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. So these are some of the assumptions that WhatsApp is following. Okay. Constraints, I have given the time frame to the client, which is 31st of December. And budget is $1 million. But it is a constraint. It might change depending on all the changes, enhancement, expectation, customization that we will do it for the client. So we are already including it in the constraint part. Okay. Then comes risk and issues. Okay. So issues is eventually and gradually we will get it from the client. And risk, what we have identified, verified, validated, which might come in the future, that is a risk. Okay. This question usually comes and I always ask this. So what is the difference between risk and issue? Can anyone tell me? Yes, guys. Anyone who knows the difference between risk and issue?
Risk, I I believe we can say something which has already occurred is an issue, and risk is something which is not yet happened,
Hmm.
but there are chances that it could happen.
Yes, yes. An issue?
Issue, you can say, like, there is some error which is already in place, is an issue.
Acha, let's give it a simple example. Accident prone area. I'm sure we all have seen this signpost in multiple locations, especially in hilly areas. So is that a risk or an issue?
It's a risk.
It's an
Risk.
issue.
It's a
Yes,
risk.
Seema. Yeah,
It's a
Seema.
risk.
You said issue. Why it's an issue? अब इशू उस तरीके का इशू मत समझना कि वो सोशल इशू और एपिडेमिक इशू ठीक है just use it in a software development language. How accident prone area signpost is an issue. Sima.
Uh, I think so. Like that's something. Issue is something which is currently in present. It is happening. If we think like that.
So with you are saying that accident prone area की फिर वहां पे accident होगा ही होगा.
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
हाँ तभी तो हम कहते हैं ना रिस्की है भाई आराम से जाना. ठीक है तो रिस्क का मतलब हो गया द रिस्क इट मीन्स दैट इट इज प्रोएक्टिवली इन्फॉर्म्ड आइडेंटिफाइड वैलिडेटेड कि इट माइट हैपन. माइट का मतलब देयर इज अ चांस दैट इट कुड हैपन और इट कुड नॉट. ठीक है. इशू इज रिएक्टिव. इशू इज लेट्स से योर क्लच इज नॉट वर्किंग ऑफ योर कार. ठीक है और gear box is not working, so that's an issue. It will cause a accident. ठीक है. So it will cause an issue. Because of this issue there is a cause and effect relationship. ठीक है. So this is issue. अब I'll explain you from my HRMS perspective. So when we were working on timesheet, and this actually happened. Client said that the wage rate calculator, ठीक है, wage rate calculator will work or will take only the designation or title of the employee into the consideration as a rule, as a protocol, as an assumption that it will calculate the wage rate according to the users or client's title, okay, or employee's title. So let's say Seema, you are a cardiologist and I am also a cardiologist because हमारा software था healthcare industry group of hospital. And let's say we both are working for Fortis Noida. You are a cardiologist, I'm a cardiologist, and you have worked, let's say, every day 10 hours a shift. So that means 10 hours a shift. So you are submitting a timesheet of 50 hours for a week, Monday to Friday, 10 hours, 50 hours. And you are a cardiologist, okay, with these many eligibility, I mean, with these many certifications. And I am also doing the same, but I am only working for 1 hour. Okay, and rest 9 hours, I'm just doing this and that. ठीक है प्रोडक्टिव नहीं करा मैंने. I'm not productive. Or let's say my punch-in time is 1 hour a day and your punch-in time is 10 hours a day. But we both are a cardiologist. And when Friday came in, 5 o'clock in the evening, you submitted your timesheet and I submitted my timesheet, and you got the payment of 1 week, 1 lakh rupees, and I also got the payment of 1 lakh rupees. So this was the wage rate calculator that the client has mentioned to us. So we inform the client that a wage rate calculator should have more parameters, should have more, factors, aspects, and wage rate calculator should be calculated with more number of protocols. So then we inform the client that there will be a risk that the employee would not be get a unified or correct or authorized and authentic wage, because the wage rate calculator is not designed in such a way. There should be shift timings, there should be productive timings, there should be location aspect, and there should be wage rate title calculator as well. Okay, so according to the shift timing, according to the location, according to the designation, according to the productive hours, then the wage rate would be calculated. So this is what we identified as a risk. And for this, we already have a backup plan or security plan. So this is known as risk. And when we submitted the timesheet, the client was facing a lot of issues in terms of submitting the timesheet, in terms of not getting the right number of hours in the timesheet forum or platform. So that was the issue that client was facing, and we resolved that issue then and there. Okay, so this is how we mention it to the client, because client will definitely say that why did you not inform it? Why it was not identified? Even though I'm not informed, but still you should have informed me implicitly. Okay, so that is why assumptions, constraints, and risk and issues, we always make sure that we have included it in the business requirement document so that we are informing the client to ensure that this might happen. Okay, there might be a possibility that it will happen. Okay. Mind all. Did you all get this point?
Yes, sir.
Then, of course, comes the business process, which is as is and to be, which is current minimum viable product and to be minimum viable product that we are going to give it to the client. But make sure that you understand the functional and non-functional requirement. Okay. Can anyone tell me what do you understand with a functional requirement and non-functional requirement? What is the difference, and what is the difference between functional and non-functional, and what is functional and non-functional requirements? Yes, guys. 4 बजे. Yes, guys, I'm asking a question. Guys, you all can hear me, right? Akash, Amar, Ankita, Ankush, Anurag, Ashutosh, Deepak, Maharshi, Javed, Ned, Sneharika, Rajiv, Rahul, Prachna, Pooja, anyone? Piyush.
Hello,
Anji,
am I audible? तो functional requirement basically जो features and detailing होती है software की कि ये वो क्या करेगा, how it will do the basic features and details of a software, or non-functional like मतलब how they should perform the quality aspect of the software.
Okay, you are able to see my screen, Rajiv, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what are all the functional features or requirements here?
Yes. The chat people, raise, react. These are the functional requirement of an app, and non-functional like uh, sorry, non-functional का example नहीं आ रहा.
Okay.
I have
Anybody
I
else?
have an example.
हाँ जी, हाँ तरुण
Suppose
भाई.
हम कोई यूपीआई पेमेंट कर रहे हैं तो फंक्शनल रिक्वायरमेंट ये होगी कि कोई बंदा जब कोई पेमेंट करेगा तो उसको ओटीपी डालना पड़ेगा, राइट? और इसकी नॉन फंक्शनल रिक्वायरमेंट ये होगी कि जब वो ओटीपी डालेगा, सॉरी, यूपीआई कोड डालना पड़ेगा. और
Tarun bhai, once again, your voice is not coming in. Actually.
कैन यू हियर मी नाउ?
Yes, Tarun bhai. Please go ahead. आप कुछ यूपीआई पेमेंट का बोल रहे थे.
There is some background noise, I believe. I'm saying, suppose if we are doing a UPI payment and so functional requirement will be like you have to put your UPI code in, and the technical non-functional requirement in that case will be that you will receive an OTP. So what is the time lag or time constraint in how much time you will be getting an OTP, and all those things will be non-functional.
So you said two things. One is correct and one is incorrect. You said OTP is a non-functional requirement, and you also mentioned time speed or lagging is a non-functional requirement.
No. I'm not saying OTP. I'm saying like I am documenting something, like I am designing application to pay through UPI. So I will mention like you have to do this, and that will be a functional requirement. But whatever the technology is involved behind that, like after doing this, you will receive an OTP. So what will be the time lag in receiving that OTP, and all those things will be a non-functional requirement.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Can I
Haji,
try with
Mohit. Yeah, Akash bhai.
सर आप जो पेज में पढ़ा रहे हो जो MS टीम का ये है जिसे
Akash,
Hello?
you.
Yeah. So the chats, the windows, and the all options are the functional requirement for this.
Yes.
And like the page, like the performance and the scalability of the page, like the MS team work, these are the non-functional requirement.
Bilkul. Absolutely. Yes, guys, what Akash has mentioned, that is what it is, and that is what it is all about. Okay. Functional requirement means user interface and user experience. Whatever that you can action, whatever that you can see, whatever you can get a reaction, and whatever that the behavior as per the acceptance criteria, that is a functional requirements. So over here, I can click on chat button, I can type hi all or anything. Okay. All the best. Congratulations. And I can press enter. I can raise hand, I can unraise. I can lower it down. I can put emoticons or react accordingly. That is a functional requirements, which means these are the features that I can action and I can get a reaction as per the acceptance criteria, as per the expectations of the client side, as per the rightful behavior of the system. Non-functional requirements means scalability. Scalability means number of users at any given point of time would be able to use it. ठीक है, let's say MS Teams. अब ऐसा थोड़ी ना कि at this point of time, which is 3:49 p.m. 11th of November 2025, I am the only person in the world who is using MS Teams. There might be lakhs and crores and more crores of users like me who is conducting a session, who is doing a meeting and who is using MS Teams. So what is that scalability? Scalability could be 10,000 users, 100,000 users, 1 crore users, or maybe more. Okay, so that is known as scalability. Okay, then comes reliability. That means whatever the information that I am inputting, or whatever the information that I am putting in the chat, exact same information will get. Supposedly, if I mentioned, okay, hi all the best, anything, congratulations, hi all, comma, anything, comma, space, all the best, space, hyphen, space, congratulations. So if I have typed this and I have input and texted and I pressed enter, same message will be distributed and circulated to all of you guys, and you all are viewing the same message correctly, whatever that I have mentioned. So that means the data which is getting transitioned, which is getting transferred, it is reliable. It is coming from a reliable source, authentic source, authorized source, and whatever the data that is transferring, it is as it is in the same format. ठीक है, supposedly in e-commerce, अभी payment की बात someone was saying, so if you are making a payment of 100 rupees, so system will ensure that only 100 rupees will be transferred. ऐसा थोड़ी ना है कि you said 100 rupees and 1000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees was transferred. ठीक है, that is known as reliability. ठीक है, then comes performance information, I'm sorry, performance or non-functional, which is privacy and encryption. ठीक है, if I am to provide the data to a particular resource, so I would be able to transfer it to that particular resource. No other resource or entity or body can read or decode or decrypt that data. Okay, so it is secured, it is encrypted, it is private, it is safe. This is known as non-functional requirements. This is known as performance of the system. Okay, guys. Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues? Or coming back to MS Teams, what is the non-functional requirements? Non-functional requirements, let's say chat. If I am entering hi and I press enter, within nanoseconds, I would say, okay, a fraction of seconds, the information is circulated. So this is the speed. This is the internet speed. This is the software speed. Okay. So let's say hi, I press. So this is the performance of the system. This is the scalability. Okay. Whatever that I am mentioning, you are also reading it and getting circulated the same information. Okay. I am able to add only 100 users, not more than 100 users. If 101 comes into the picture or asks me to allow me to join, I would not be able to do so. So that is my specific scalability access that has been given to me individually. Okay, guys, any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
No, Rohit bhai.
Okay. Guys, I'll share you some documents, assessments, and I would really appreciate that you create a business requirement document accordingly.
Rohit bhai,
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, Anurag bhai.
Yeah. So, this BRD, do we run it through the client as well? As in the second page, there were in the bottom of the page, we saw product owner and business owner. So this is the external stakeholder, right?
No. Approvals means, देखो ना, Anurag, let's say you are my manager. ठीक है?
Right.
And you said कि यार रोहित एक काम करो फटाफट एक BRD बना दो.
Yeah.
I said ठीक है, no issue. So I'll create it in 2 days. Third day comes into the picture and I gave you the BRD and you said नहीं यार रोहित पे मुझे पूरा trust है and I'll share it to the client. But professionally you would not do so ना. You will also
Yeah.
view it, review it, edit it, update it. आप बोलोगे कि यार रोहित इसमें ये change करो, ये गलत बनाया, ये सही बनाया है, right? So these are all those approvers who will approve this the business requirement document before it goes to the client. भाई client
Okay.
के पास
So
जाने से
these
पहले.
approvals are in-house approvals, right? Within our
Yes,
team.
yes, project wise. Yes, within the
Okay.
project.
And it need not be approved by the client.
But yeah, final तो client ही देगा ना.
Exactly. हाँ, तो उनके लिए भी हम लोग एक स्पेस बनाएंगे कि finally approved by client.
Absolutely. It could be more, it
Right.
could be less. But let's
Yeah.
say project sponsor is the client.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
ठीक है? So there is no document in software development or in being a business analyst or a software development company that directly goes to anyone. Okay, it is always, that is why we are agile now. That is why we have multiple approvers to approve our system. I'm sorry, to approve our document.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Quick. Okay, guys, I will be sharing a couple of assessments to you in terms of business requirement document. I would really appreciate at least once you create a document, business requirement document, so that you have a better understanding. Okay. That means, I mean, once you have created a document, BRD, you would never forget it. So if you are never forgetting it, so you would be able to answer the question in a practical way. Okay. So I'll send you the assessment, I'll send you the document, and I would really appreciate if we can start working on it and create the business requirement document. Later on, we'll cover FRD, SRD, and user story with use cases. Okay. Right, guys? Good to go?
Yes, Rohit.
I actually have a 4 o'clock. मैं इसको थोड़ा और stretch करता, लेकिन 4 o'clock there is an interview. So I'll support her. So I'll share this recording right away, and I'm expecting that you all are creating the document from your side. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great day. Stay safe and be safe. Have a good night. Take care, guys.